So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to New York. I'm not sure how to pronounce the city, so I'm not going to butcher it. But at any rate, we have the Long Island Frauditor hard at work. He was being illegally detained, and believe me, he wasn't too happy about it. Filed a complaint with the lieutenant. Enjoy.
Today we are at the town hall here in Ramapo, New York. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me? You need a mask. No one else? She doesn't have a mask. They don't have masks.
She just supervisor.
They don't have masks, ma'am.
Please, you need a mask.
But they don't have masks. How can
She
you?
just came out the office.
Okay. So what does that mean?
Don't videotape me.
What?
Don't
I'm going to videotape you.
Why?
For sure. Because that's what I do. Transparency and accountability, man.
You need a mask.
Yes, ma'am. That's what he does. He's an unemployed YouTube frauditor, and he's there to provoke you. Oh, he wants to provoke you so badly.
Okay, let me call the office.
You can call whoever you'd like, man. There's people in this building walking around without masks. That's hypocritical.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
are you videotaping?
I am videotaping. That's correct.
What happened?
What do you
Why are
mean?
videotaping?
Why?
Yeah.
I'm an independent journalist, gathering content for a story. Who are you?
I'm Penny Mann. I work in the supervisor's office.
Penny?
Yes.
Man?
Yes.
You work in the supervisor's office?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't videotape in here.
Why can't I videotape in here?
It's not legal to videotape.
It's not legal.
No.
Now look here, ma'am. The First Amendment to the American Constitution allows this jackwagon to gather content for his lame YouTube channel. Now, how do you expect him to get clicks and views and make money if you don't allow him to do that?
Oh, do you have business here? I'll put it that way to you. Do you have business here?
Yeah, of course I have business here.
Okay. What is it?
This is a public building, ma'am. Why would I need to
understand
explain
that.
to you my business
I
here?
understand that. You get no argument from me.
Okay.
This is a public building.
Okay, great. I'm glad we can agree on that.
Exactly. So, do you have business here? Is there an office that you're going to?
I'm sorry?
Is
Yeah,
there
but
an office
why
that you're
would
going-
I need to tell you my business here, though?
Because you cannot legally be here if you don't have business here.
Sure I can. This is a public... We agreed that this is a public building, ma'am.
Yes, it is a public building. but
So
you
it's
have-
open
you
to the
can't
public.
loiter.
It's
You
not
can't loiter.
loitering. I just told you I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
I have freedom of
So,
press, man.
Yes, ma'am. Don't you recognize this gentleman? He's a member of the press. He's a very important person. Now step aside and leave him alone.
Do you have a reason to be here?
Yes, I do. I just told you I'm an
You said-
independent journalist.
Your hat says "We the People."
We the people. Yes, my hat. You like it?
We're all the. I love the hat. Actually.
Okay, great. I'm happy.
We're all the people.
Thank you. You can grab me one if you want. If we're all going to follow the rules now,
So, question.
I would appreciate it. Okay, thank you. I will. I'm just talking to her really quick. She wants to talk to me.
So-
Penny.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you taping? Let me ask you that.
I don't. I feel like we're going around in circles. I'm an independent journalist working on a story.
Okay. What is your story?
My story. I don't want to divulge that until it's published.
Oh, yes, ma'am. That must remain under wraps until the story is published. For you see, it's only going to contain people being provoked, aggravated, agitated, irritated until they explode.
Okay.
I don't want to divulge that. Not right now. This time. Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Joanne, did you
Okay.
read-
I'm gonna continue about my business. So we have the attorney's office here. I can't believe that unless I have they're making a real big deal out of this. It's not supposed to be that way. It's always somebody from the supervisor's office.
5 minutes later.
You can stay right there, that's fine. You don't need to approach me.
Excuse me?
You can stay right there.
I don't need to approach you?
No, you can stay right back there. You can walk back that way.
That would seem fairly clear to anyone who understands English. But remember, we're dealing with a certified moron, and this is a 30-minute video, so there's plenty more to come.
Ma'am.
You can walk back that way.
Yeah.
Keep walking back that way.
Can you de-escalate a little bit? Because I feel like you're trying to just exert your authority over me, and I don't like it.
I'm not. I'm speaking to you in my normal voice.
You have no authority over me. Okay?
Actually, I do.
I'm in a public building. I'm conducting
and they're
lawful
asking
business.
You to leave.
I'm conducting lawful business. No, they didn't. That's a lie.
Yes, they did.
They did not ask me to leave.
They asked you to leave, and they said that you
I'm
were no longer allowed to be
I'm
here.
conducting business.
So therefore, you need to leave the location.
I'm conducting business. I'm doing a Freedom of Information Act request.
They asked you to leave. And
So you're saying, can I get a supervisor here?
Right there.
Hi.
Always wants a supervisor. Make sure you get that person in charge, and if you don't get any satisfaction, seek somebody higher. That's this guy's motto.
I'm conducting lawful business. I'm an independent journalist, exercising my freedom of press right.
Okay.
It's a right, not a privilege. Freedom of press. This is a public building. You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers here, 6 including yourself, Sergeant.
Okay.
It's completely uncalled for. I'm trying to conduct business.
Okay. What is your business? What are you trying to
I'm doing a Freedom of Information request, which is a law,
Okay.
and I'm also gathering content for a story.
Okay. Well, right now, we were called here by the people who work in this office building.
Okay.
They are concerned for their safety and their well-being, that there is somebody in here. They've asked you to step out and to leave and to stop video
They did
recording
not.
here.
I have it on camera. They did not ask me to leave.
Okay. Well, that's what they're relaying to us.
Okay,
So
that's a
that
lie.
is why we
Notice how this Frauditor is real cocky, and he always has to get his 2 cents in. That's because he's a narcissistic sociopath, and he thinks he's right about everything.
are here right now. I'm not going to dispute truth or fact right now. I'm going to tell you that is why we're here right now. We are going to conduct our investigation.
That's fine.
Okay,
Conduct whatever investigation you
I'm going
like.
to ask for your ID, because we do need to know who we're speaking with right now.
You're gonna ask for my
That's
ID.
part, yes, I am.
So
That's
in
part
order,
of our investigation.
okay, in order for me, I just want to just, I listen to you, so I'd ask you just listen to me. I don't need to assist you in your investigation. I don't work for the police department. I don't want to assist you in your investigation into me for whatever reason. Do you have a crime that you suspect me of committing? Do you have reasonable, articulable
We are
suspicion?
on an investigation of a complaint, yes.
Do you have reasonable, articulable suspicion I've committed a crime?
We're not saying that you committed a crime. We are here to investigate a complaint right now.
So if you haven't, if you're saying that I haven't committed a crime, then I don't have to provide you my ID lawfully. So I'm not going to.
Okay, then I'm going to ask you to step out of this building and to leave this building.
I'm conducting business, ma'am.
Okay.
He's not conducting business at all, ma'am. As a matter of fact, the only thing he's doing is being condescending. But please, carry on.
At this point, you were asked that you were not allowed welcome here anymore, and we were going to ask you to
But
leave.
you can't stop somebody from recording. You can't stop somebody
I
from
never asked
gathering.
you to stop recording. That is not what I've asked you to do. I asked
You're
you
asking me to leave
building.
a public
You are
building,
yes,
ma'am.
You are no
Can I
longer
get your
welcome
name?
within this building. My name is Sergeant Mayer.
Sergeant Mayer, and your badge number?
Yes, 456.
456. And are you telling me that if I don't leave this building, you're going to arrest me?
I'm telling you right now that you're going to leave this building. Yes.
No, but I just want to know.
I'm not going to argue with you back and forth. Let's step outside.
Are you an
this building.
attorney, sir?
This is actually our
I'm
house
the town
right here.
supervisor. I
He's
am
the
an
town
attorney, but I'm not
supervisor.
here in that capacity.
Okay.
I just walked down the hall.
Sir,
saw something happen.
maybe I can speak to you, and we can come to a better understanding here.
Well, I'm not going to speak to you while you're filming me. You're free to film me, but I'm not going to have a discussion on camera with you.
What so many frauditors fail to realize is that they can be trespassed from a public building. They think it's not possible, but it is. And you can be criminally held liable if you don't leave.
Independent journal. Yeah, but you're violating but your officers, you're the supervisor, so I just want to let you know, you're opening yourself up to civil, and you said you're a lawyer, you're opening yourself to civil litigation. All I'm doing is I'm peacefully filming. I'm not bothering anybody. I have to do a FOIL request with the town clerk's office. I have official business here. I'm exercising my constitutional right. That's all I'm doing, peacefully. And you're going to kick me out of a public building?
I'm going to ask you to give me 1 minute.
Okay, great. No problem. You guys really don't have nothing better to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 officers for one man with a camera. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not nefarious. I don't have any ill intent here. I don't understand. What's the big deal?
I don't see why you're so upset, Frauditor. This is what you do. You take your little potato cam into buildings and you provoke people, you irritate people. They don't know what you're doing there, and you don't tell them what you're doing there. If you were upfront about it, you would tell them, look, I'm peacefully demonstrating. Whatever the hell you're doing. No, you want to keep it secret. Well, this is good for clicks and views on your pitiful YouTube channel. So shut your mouth and enjoy.
Somebody can't film? You have cameras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras all over this building. What's the difference? I don't understand. Seems like a big waste of resources for your city here. Really does. Really does. Can I get your name and badge number? Since everybody wants to be here. What is it?
Officer Winter, like the season.
Okay. Can I get your name and badge number?
Right here, boss.
Right here? Is that RIGHT?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Simpson, 524. Hi, can I get your name and badge number?
Harrington, 5 and 49.
Thank you, Harrington. Appreciate it. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Huh?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
I hear what you said.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Oh, yeah. My last name's Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Yeah.
Your badge number?
496.
Thank you, Mitchell.
Can I get your name?
No, I'm not going to give it.
This dimwit thinks that somehow by giving his name and identification that he relinquishes his Fourth Amendment rights. Now, I haven't figured that out yet. Can anybody help me on that? Because I'm at a loss. How in the hell do you give up your Fourth Amendment right by telling someone your name?
Yeah. What are you here for? I just showed up. I don't even know what's going on.
I'm in fear of retaliation, so I'm not going to give my name. It's my Fourth Amendment right. No, I'm just here. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, doing a Freedom of Information Act request. That's all I'm doing here.
What'd they call us?
I don't know, because I have a camera in my hand.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Doesn't make sense to me either. Doesn't make sense.
You don't need to step over there.
Excuse me? Am I being detained?
You are being asked to stay here for our investigation.
Am I being detained?
You are temporarily being detained as we commit our investigation.
Unlawful detainment.
You can call it how you...
It is an unlawful. You have to learn the law. If you're going to uphold the law, you took an oath to the Constitution. Freedom of press is part of the Constitution. You have to, if you're going to uphold it, you have to learn it. This is an illegal detainment. You can't detain me unless you suspect that I'm committing a crime.
You see, all frauditors really deep down want to be an educator. Now he's educating us on RAS. You must have reasonable suspicion or you can't keep me here. This is an illegal detainment. I predict there will be a lawsuit filed over this.
This is all things you should have learned in the academy. And as a supervisor, I think that's, you should really know. You cannot detain somebody legally without you having suspected me of committing a crime. This is ridiculous.
We're good, yes.
Thank you. Can I get your name, sir? Can I get your
Dolan.
Lieutenant Dolan? Thank you, Lieutenant. You guys are dismissed. Please don't detain me unlawfully anymore.
No one's detaining you.
No.
If he's not doing anything illegal or dangerous or disruptive,
Exactly.
that's fine with me.
It's my right to be in this building.
As long as he
This is a taxpayer's
follows the
building.
rules, then...
This is the taxpayer's building.
But thank you very much.
And by the way, she did detain me. Just so you know. Just so you know, it's on camera. She did detain me.
Well, I'm not gonna
So that's an unlawful detainment.
Notice how he's stressing that it was an unlawful detainment and it's on video camera. That's because the idiot's going to file a lawsuit. I think right now he's got at least 3 lawsuits pending. I know 2 of them that were dismissed. The one he filed was definitely dismissed. He said, "Oh, I was assaulted. I was assaulted." It was dismissed for lack of evidence, and he had everything on video on that one.
Not debating with you, but
Okay.
that's all there is.
Great. Take care, guys. This is the biggest walk of shame I've ever seen. Completely insane, uncalled for.
Let me tell you something, Frauditor. This is not the walk of shame. These people are returning to their jobs, something that you don't have.
Moments later.
Sir, you're a lieutenant, right? Sir, I'd like to talk to you about a complaint I want to make against the sergeant. She unlawfully detained me with that.
Go to the front of the lobby. Go to the front lobby of the police station. I'll entertain that complaint for you. Okay.
You'll entertain the complaint in the lobby. Okay. I'll be over there. And your name was again, so I can know who I asked for.
Lieutenant Dolan.
Lieutenant Dolan. I'll be over there shortly after I conduct my business. Thank you, Lieutenant. Unlawful detainment. No reason.
Much later.
So we're gonna go over and head over. This building also has a police department inside of it. So we're gonna be heading over there to file a complaint on the sergeant who unlawfully detained me.
I told you this idiot would file a complaint. That's what he does. That's all he does.
She told me I was detained. That's an unlawful detainment. They need to get educated. I follow up on everything. She's getting a complaint in her file without a doubt. So we'll see how they handle it. Let's head over there right now.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Thank you for taking the time, Lieutenant.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. You gonna film the whole thing?
I am.
All right.
I am.
You can either fill these out.
It's a pretty simple complaint.
Yeah.
I can fill it out. That's no problem.
Yeah.
Pardon me, Lieutenant, but this man is a snowflake. He expects you to fill it out for him because he wants to record the entire process. That's what he really wants.
You can either do it now, or you can actually take it with you, bring it back, and give it to whoever you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do a form. I'll just take your information down, and you'll put it on here. Obviously, this is like any other form, officially formed. False statements made here and are punished with a Class C misdemeanor pursuant to Section 210.45 of the Penal Law. I would sign it. You would sign it. You would sign here. I would sign.
Yeah.
And that's it. So you just write down what your complaint is.
Okay.
And then,
yeah, just so I can talk to you, so you know what exactly my complaint is before I write it down.
This is the true sign of a narcissistic sociopath. He must always make his point with everybody. He's right about everything. Oh, if I could just tell you before I wired it. Yeah, we already know. Shut your mouth.
You know, there was a lot of police officers that arrived for, I immediately said who I was, what I was doing. I'm an independent journalist. I'm doing a FOIL request. You need to leave. You're being trespassed from this building. You can't film here. For police officers, she's the one officer's getting in my face saying, you're not moving from here. And I told her, please de-escalate a little bit, because this is not that's how you get police officers hurt and members of the public hurt, by just automatically going in guns a-blazing on a situation that you know nothing about. So I'm a peaceful person. I'm not trying to have conflict with anybody, but I'm not going to back down when my rights are being violated or somebody's trying to exert authority over me that they don't have. So they try to trespass me from a public building.
As I clearly stated earlier, people can always be trespassed from a public building, at least here in the United States of America. Remember that public buildings are generally open to the public, but not always. And the administrators of those buildings always reserve the right. They do.
Without committing any crimes, without doing anything wrong. I have freedom of press, as you know. And as you also know, Lieutenant, you cannot detain somebody without reasonable articulable suspicion that they've committed a crime. I specifically asked your sergeant, what crime do you suspect me of committing? Give me your ID. I need your ID. What crime do you suspect me of committing? And I'll gladly hand you over my ID. I don't have one. I'm not saying I'm investigating. Well, just for investigating, I don't need to help you investigate me. I'm not committing a crime, so I don't need to give you my ID. That seemed to blow her mind, like she didn't understand that. And that's scary for somebody in a supervisor position to not know the basics of, her authority in demanding ID from someone. That can get somebody hurt, somebody in jail.
What do you mean by that, Frauditor? Can get somebody hurt? You're not threatening that officer, are you?
Are you threatening me? I am Cornholio.
Their freedom taken away from them, and that's why I want to do this complaint. Also, detaining me. I'm trying to walk around and conduct my business. Don't move from here. Am I being detained? Yes, you are being detained. Again, what crime do you suspect me of committing to detain me? I don't have one. Those are basic concepts in law enforcement that your officers and especially your sergeant should be well educated on. That you can't just go up to people and detain them just because you want to. You know what I mean? So that's my complaint here, and I'm going to be asking for, you know, some retraining, you know, some consequences, some accountability here for these actions, because it goes from the top down, you know.
You mentioned re-education and retraining, but you forgot to mention the lawsuit, because you definitely want some cash out of this frauditor. Come on now.
Your complaint will be completely investigated, as I said before. You can I can take your written complaint from, just refer it to her boss, or I can have you write whichever one you prefer. Obviously, this is a preferred method of making a complaint because it's official. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We take any complaint seriously here, and we process and we investigate it. So
for sure. All right.
Just let me know what you prefer to do.
I'm gonna write it out really quick because I don't think it's a big it's a big deal.
You don't have to, just whatever we need to do, and then I'll come back in.
Okay. Thank you. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, Lieutenant. Perfect timing. It might be a little hard to read my chicken scratch, but I'll also be
better than mine.
I'll also be sending video of the incident for the investigation as well. If you have an email or
what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your phone number, and then
I don't think you'll be getting his phone number, Lieutenant. He may give you his mother's phone number, but I don't think you're going to get his personal number.
What I'll do is whoever will be conducting the full investigation, that's who you send it to. So,
great.
But you should get pretty quickly get a response from somebody
to
tell you what to do next.
Okay, great. Correct.
And I'll have somebody get back to you as soon as well. I don't know how long. It's a Friday.
That's not a problem.
All right. But
yeah,
we'll
not a problem.
Pretty soon. All right.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Appreciate your time today.
Anything else you need, leave me a message.
All right. Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
A few moments later.
Wow. We just filed our formal complaint against the sergeant and a few of the officers that responded to the town hall incident. Completely uncalled for. That was one of the craziest situations I've been in. So many police officers arrived on scene so quickly, you know, escalated the situation, threatened me with arrest, unlawfully detained me.
Well, there you have it, folks. The moron stands there for about another 5 minutes and just goes over everything he talked about the previous 25 minutes, how he was detained unlawfully. Oh, shut up with that stuff. My head hurts. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.